Everyone, it's Sunday, June 21st, time for another HideNet Week in Review. In the United States, it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there today. It was an odd week across the market, with most prices holding steady, not because of good business, but from a lack of it. And this is especially true in Europe, which is where we'll start today. Editor Andrea Guolo reports from Italy that tanneries continue to close due to a lack of work, and most of the ones that are working are only doing so for a few days a week. This lack of orders and the resulting lack of hide sales makes it really hard to establish any reference prices. So in some cases, prices remain steady, although it certainly is a buyer's market. Andrea says that is the case with British and Irish ox. Here, prices are again theoretically the same as last week because there's no demand and no new deals were concluded. So that means that the 36 plus British ox is still listed at 70 cents in sterling and the Irish ox is at 65 cents in euros. European bulls were in the same boat because of the situation in the automotive market where the factories may be open, but the brands have plenty of unsold cars. Northern German bulls remain steady at 60 cents in euros per kilo. As Andrea writes, it's hard to imagine how the situation can get any worse for European cows, yet French origins saw some prices ease again this week. And so that's the chart we have today, and you can see that the Central French 32 kilos and up cow hides have now dipped to a new historic low. Unfortunately, some origins in Europe no longer have a market at all. In his analysis this week, Andrea takes a look at how Italian tanneries are managing with their collective operations at no more than 50% of capacity. He also goes through all the destinations and the outlook for recovery in each one. Turning to the U.S., as we said, oddly enough, packers managed to hold prices mainly steady, and they even made some incremental gains on a few selections. But of course, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a better market. And with regard to sales of regular weight heavy Texas steers, they were again unchanged with prices between $16 and $17 for seasonal weights. However, a good amount of trading was rumored to be dollars below the posted prices. In fact, in our documentary this week, we take a closer look at the oddly steady U.S. hide market, given the economic situation across the globe. So turning to export sales, after the previous week's perplexingly high number, the total this time around was back to a more expected but disappointing 376,900 for combined sales. With regard to combined shipments, they were up 9% this week at 593,200. Of course, it is an improvement, but it didn't clear the week's slaughter total, which was a robust 658,000. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports from Brazil that the price of fresh hides remained steady this week at 48 cents in reals per kilo. TR1 was also unchanged at 50 cents per square foot. In other news from Brazil, tannery production fell 70% in April in Brazil's Franca region, where a lot of the footwear is made. And their footwear shopkeepers and store owners are collaborating on a new digital platform in that country. In other news from Latin America, Argentina's first quarter footwear production fell sharply. Half of Mexico's tanneries have restarted, and the first virtual handpick was deemed a great success. So that's all the news we have for today, and until next week, good night from HideNet.